It is now my great pleasure to welcome the Prime Minister of Japan and to thank him for this visit, which is the first visit to the United States of a world leader since we came in office. The President and I are very excited about the conversations we will have with the Prime Minister today. As you know, Mr. Prime Minister, you and I met just about a month ago during the Quad Summit, which was a meeting with the United States, with our allies, Japan, with Australia, and with India, where we had extensive conversations about a collaboration and a friendship around some of the biggest challenges facing our world.
Great to be here, Jerry. Thanks.
So President Biden's framed this as his first face-to-face meeting with a foreign leader. Japan, a close ally, of course, of the United States. He's framed it as part of a broad attempt to get diplomatic accommodation, diplomatic arrangements to put pressure on China. But the Japanese, they are maybe a little reluctant. They are very dependent on China. Economic relationship is extremely important. China is very much the big country in their region, and they want to be cautious about upsetting the Chinese. So it's a difficult, delicate path. What's Biden hoping to achieve?
Well, it's unclear, actually, what he's trying to achieve. I think you diagnosed the situation correctly, which is Japan, which is customarily concerned with China, and even more so given recent Chinese aggression in sort of military and diplomatic spheres. But they are, like all of our allies around the world, are going to be cautious, especially if they think the United States is not going to be as forceful and aggressive as it was. And so the United States reportedly is pushing, for example, for a joint statement today out of this gathering to mention Taiwan. That's something Japan hasn't done in conjunction with the United States since the late 60s. Japan broke relations with Taiwan in 1972. We did in 1979. But it's not that the Japanese are sort of poised to go soft on China. I think they don't want to stick their necks out if they think that the Biden administration will, especially if John Kerry is currently or recently over in China trying to get the deal of the century on climate change.
Right, and North Korea is obviously enormously important to the Japanese too. We keep getting sort of conflicting noises coming out of North Korea and Pyongyang, and China plays an important role there too. What do you think we might see? What is the US hoping to achieve with Japan on North Korea?
There's very limited that Japan can do. Japan also typically focuses very much on the issue of abductees. These are Japanese citizens who are snatched in some cases off of Japanese streets or otherwise induced against their will to remain in North Korea. It's unclear how many are still alive, but the fact that they are unaccounted for continues to captivate the Japanese public and have animosity. I think also, with Kim Jong-un, the leader of North Korea, he'll be looking, as will other foreign leaders, at this first summit to see, frankly, Joe Biden's state of mind. It's a very truncated schedule, just one meeting with Suga, the Prime Minister, and then an expanded meeting. It was very odd, as you pointed out, or as you cited, that he was met by the Vice President. Also, Joe Biden is heading out of town tonight at 5:30 or so. No dinner for the Japanese. That's extremely unusual for a summit like this, to sort of split town with the foreign leader still in town. So a lot of people are looking at those atmospherics.
Yeah, American presidents have had sort of a mixed record sometimes with